The 2021 summit held between the African Union and the Caribbean Community is now heading towards the expansion of relations between the two regions. Nevis' Premier Mark Brantley, who is also Minister of Foreign Affairs in the government of St. Kitts and Nevis, was responding to questions during his 27th January press conference held in his capacity as the Premier of Nevis. Brantley said there is much goodwill between countries of the two regions and it is now the foundation for collaboration.
CARICOM has been talking about opening a representative office in Addis Ababa in Ethiopia, the seat of the African Union, so that we can be closer. We're talking about coalescing with Africa and the African Union so that our 14 nations in CARICOM can coalesce with the 54 nations in Africa, and that gives you a very significant voting bloc in various international organizations, and that ultimately is what makes other more powerful nations take notice if you're voting together. You know what they say, if you are a minnow, and we all are minnows in the Caribbean, and we swim alone, they like it to be gobbled up. But if you swim together, they may mistake you for a shark because you're swimming together and you're creating that illusion in the ocean that you're much bigger than your individual self. And so that is what we're seeking to do with Africa. And I believe that there is a tremendous reservoir of goodwill now. There's a momentum that I have discerned, particularly from President Kenyatta, who has now come to the region, I believe, twice, if memory serves, but also from other African leaders who are seeing the Caribbean, what we refer to as the sixth region of Africa, as part of the African diaspora. So I think that there's room here, and certainly from my perspective as Minister of Foreign Affairs of St. Kitts Nevis, we have made some tremendous strides in terms of our engagement with Africa, our signing of visa waiver arrangements and diplomatic relations, which for us signal a first step to better relations.
Brantley believes that establishing air links would help to facilitate closer interactions between member countries of the African Union and member states of the Caribbean Community.
I think what is critically important now is for us to get airlift between the Caribbean and Africa. That, I think, is critically important. It must be a matter of regret for all of us that to get to Africa, we have to go through Europe. It must be a matter of regret. So I think that the idea of direct flights from the Caribbean, I don't really care where in the Caribbean, but from the Caribbean to Africa, I think that that is a potent symbol and significance, milestone, if you will, a marker that the Caribbean and Africa are truly coming together. And once you open up travel and air links, you open up other things, business opportunities and the like. I think that that is what we need to do. I think that that has to be the next step, where we get a flight coming from somewhere in Africa, from one of the major states in Africa, Nigeria perhaps, or Rwanda, or Kenya, Ghana, one of those, coming to the Caribbean. And Africa does have airlines, as you know, several airlines in Africa. Even Ethiopia, for example, have their own airline. And, you know, what a joy it would be to be able to get on a flight in the Caribbean and land in the motherland. So we are hopeful that that will happen, but every journey starts with a first step.
St. Kitts and Nevis has been expanding its diplomatic footprint with various countries on the African continent. Glenn Bart reporting for SK Newsline.